Chapter 2, Conditions. Wave conditions can be categorized into a few different ways. The most notable are wind chop and glassy conditions. Wind chop is a result of waves generated by strong onshore winds delivering disorganized surf. These conditions are most common during a rainstorm or on a really windy day and are not the most favorable for surfers. It'll be less likely to catch a long, smooth ride on a day where the conditions are considered wind chop. Glassy conditions. Glassy conditions are the most favorable conditions surfers can ask for. These type of conditions occur mostly when there's little to no wind, allowing for a smooth ocean surface and longer rides. Let's talk a little bit about tides. Understanding tides can make or break your surf session. In most parts of the world, tides change from a high to a low tide every 7 hours. Depending on where you surf, will determine what tide is best for that particular spot. Make sure you do your research and see what tide is most favorable for the spot you're about to surf. Some spots work better on a low tide, others on a mid, and others on a high tide. If you're about to go surf a beach that works better on a low tide, you don't want to arrive there on a high tide because it will most likely be too deep and the waves won't break correctly. So make sure you do your research on tides. Alright, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about rip currents. Real important to understand the way rip currents work and how to get yourself out of one. So let's say you're stuck in a rip current and you feel like you're not going anywhere, because that's what's going to happen. If you're stuck in a rip current, it's going to be pulling you and you're going to be paddling and you're going to feel like you're going nowhere. So the best trick is to paddle diagonally to the beach. You don't want to paddle straight into the beach or you're going to be going nowhere. You're going to be going completely against the current. So you want to paddle diagonally and you want to breathe and you don't want to get all flustered and lose your energy, even though it could be a very scary situation. Make sure you paddle diagonally so the rip current rips you out of it as opposed to being stuck in it and going straight towards the beach. You could also tread water and float at the top and let the rip current just slowly pull you out.